Hi, in this tutorial we're going to be doing quite a bit of active stretching, so feel free to take a break if you need to, but if not, let's get started. So we're coming to a lunge position. Going to be activating our glutes, lengthening our hip flexors. If you need to, use blocks on both sides. Stay here for a little bit. Feel the stretch. And from here, we're going to come up into a pyramid pose. So straightening both legs, squaring the hips. So push your front leg hip to the back. And from here, come back into a lunge. You can either use the blocks, you don't have to. If you're good with your hands on the floor. And come back into a pyramid. You want to feel the stretch in the front hamstring. Trying to bring your chest onto your thigh and come back into a lunge. We're going to do that one more time. And come back into a lunge. Now rest the back knee on the floor. We're going to be in a low lunge. We're going to be activating the glutes. So you want to push your hips to the maximum. Make sure your chest is up. You're not leaning forward. Make sure your hips are square. Squeeze the glutes for 5 breaths. Squeeze as much as you can. And release. On the release, push your hips slightly forward. See if you can go a little deeper. Feel the stretch in your hip flexor. And let's do that one again. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Go slightly deeper. You can rest your hands on the floor. If you need to, you can use blocks. Let's do that one more time. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Take deep breaths. And release. And let's come back out to a half split. So again, if you need to, you can use your blocks. If not, you can just lean towards the floor. Point the front leg, or the front foot. We want to stretch our hamstring and make sure the leg is straight. Take a deep breath, squaring the hips, so pushing the front leg hip backwards. Take a deep breath and forward fold. Now if you want to go a bit more intense, flex the front foot. And just breathe here. Now if you're hypermobile, do not lock your knees. One more breath. And come back out. I'm gonna go to the other side. Come on to a lunge. Both hands beside you. And squeeze the back glute. From here, we're going to straighten both our legs, coming up to a pyramid. And squaring the hips. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. And come back down to a lunge. And go back up. Maybe you can bring your chest slightly closer to your thigh. And come back down to a lunge. And let's go back up. And come back down to a lunge. And let's do that one more time. And come back down. Come down to a low lunge. Bring your knee to the floor. If you need to, you can pad your knee with a towel or with something that will feel a bit more comfortable if it's too hard on your knee. You can use your blocks. You don't have to here. Make sure your hips are square. Come down to a deep lunge. And let's squeeze. And let's go. And breathe. And release. Go slightly deeper. Make sure your chest is up. Let's do that again. Let's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 10 seconds. Squeeze, squeeze, and release. Slightly deeper. Let's do that one more time. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nearly there. And release. Go slightly deeper. Great job. Come into your half split. Pointing the foot and hinging from your hips. Take a deep breath and fold. If you want a bit more of a stretch, flex the foot. Make sure you're touching your thigh with your chest. Well, that is the goal. Just feeling the stretch in the hamstring. You feel it all the way up to the glute. Don't lock your knees if you're hypermobile. Make sure they're slightly bent. And come out slowly. And that's it for this tutorial. See you in the next one.